Teen Mom's Leah Messer is coming out swinging after her engagement to Jaylan Mobley ended, and she's got some pretty big accusations about how he pulled off all those romantic gestures, including faking a deed to a house. Like, what is going on? This is getting messy, so let's break it down. I'm Anna Rumor, and this is Pop Culture Social Call. Now, Jaylan and Leah called off their engagement back in October, but this week's episode of Teen Mom: The Next Chapter seemed to light a fire under Leah's butt when it came to spilling the tea. There's also reports Jaylan had her sign an NDA, which is maybe why she's been so quiet about it, but that's a whole other can of worms. Now back to this week's episode, which showed Jaylan proposing to Leah when they were on vacation in Costa Rica, and Leah getting upset when Jaylan revealed he asked her stepdad Lee for permission before popping the question.
The only 3 that you would have ever need approval from would have been my daughters. Like, you don't need his permission.
Now I get it, Leah's been married twice, she's a mother to 3 children, she's 30, no permission needed. But there's more to why she was upset. Leah took to Instagram to explain why she was so ticked at Jaylan in that moment. I would like to add that in the dinner scene after the proposal, it was known that no other blessings were needed or mattered, especially if I was going to open myself to marriage after 2 failed marriages, she wrote on her story. I love my family, but I have a very private relationship with them and prefer to keep it that way as we build better relationships with healthier boundaries. She went on to call the scene Jaylan filmed with her stepdad without her knowledge a publicity stunt and disrespect at its finest, saying that he had asked her prior to doing it and went through with it anyways when she said no, only to tell her on camera after he proposed. I mean, strikes 1, 2, and 3 right there? No, there's more. Leah continued on Twitter later, but Jaylan's romantic gesture of quote-unquote buying her and her girls a house on the show was also a publicity stunt, claiming he faked the deed so she would think she was also listed on the home to get a happy reaction out of her on camera until she learned otherwise. She also said that didn't have anything to do with why they broke up, which is either some kind of NDA workaround or a major red flag, because document forgery, even for TV, isn't exactly a promising sign in a relationship. And you would be right if you thought Jaylan would have anything to say about this. He says he did add Leah to the deed at first, but wasn't able to finalize it with her name on it in the end, and that she knew all of this, and that the only reason he was acting like it was a final deal before it was actually finalized was because he felt like it was final. There's a lot of tweets here. And he said he asked Lee for his blessing once off camera before Leah told him she didn't want him to do that, and then once on camera after she told him she didn't want him to do that after being pressured by MTV. But he denied it all being a stunt. This is getting intense. I don't think we've heard the last from either of them about this, so like and subscribe on our channel. Head over to popculture.com, we've got the latest entertainment news there, and I'll see you next time. I'm Anna Rumor, and this is Pop Culture Social Call.